Dear Chosen One, two angels are fighting for your soul. At the turning point of everything, the mighty light within you is so powerful that even the heavens are fighting for you. With every step, you feel more deeply how precious your soul is. This is not just a spiritual awakening. This is the moment when destiny is calling you. This struggle will affect not only you, but the balance of the entire universe. Get ready, write 888 in the comments now, because the heavenly forces are now mobilizing to see you, hear you, and feel you. A fire is burning within you, and the power of this fire will illuminate all the darkness. Since the first spark of your awareness, unseen strategists have trailed every heartbeat. Each surge in perception blipped like lightning on their radar. Your rise is no accident. Destiny scheduled it. Heaven's voltage flows through every cell you own. The instant your inner sight snapped their hologram, you became a beacon on their darkened map. What they labeled trouble is proof of impact. Panic in their ranks is the loudest applause you'll ever hear. Sleepwalkers draw no fire, only insurgents of truth do. Notice the sudden doubters, the surprise job rejections, the throttled timelines online. Each glitch is a tracer round aimed at silencing forbidden frequencies. History's playbook never retires. Smear the messenger, isolate the messenger, then gaslight the messenger. Alchemy of erasure, refined long before white coats named it psychosis, still seeks to turn prophets into pariahs without forging martyrs. Your glow registers on scales their science can't publish. Barriers swell around you, not by chance, but by charter. Firewall the field, so your resonance can't pollinate open minds. Beloved, have you ever noticed the fog that tries to cloud your thoughts? It's like a thick veil falling over your mind, making everything seem uncertain, as if you're walking through a heavy mist, unable to see the path ahead clearly. That's not just a momentary lapse. No, my friend. This is something deeper. It's a sign, a signal that something outside of you is trying to disrupt your clarity. Think of it as static, a distorted frequency trying to block your connection to the divine truth that flows through you. And if you feel a distance between you and those you once considered close allies, don't be too quick to judge. It's not that they're turning their backs on you. No, it's more than that. It's the invisible hand of interference at work. The energy around them is being twisted, manipulated, detuned. Have you ever heard a radio station start to fade, where the signal is just out of reach? That's what's happening to their vibrations. They are still good people, but their wavelengths are being scrambled by forces you can't always see. They may be questioning everything you stand for, but it's not their heart. They're just caught in a cosmic interference. The doubt you hear, the sudden skepticism, it's not coming from their own minds. It's being whispered into their consciousness, distorted through a veil that only certain eyes can see. Just like a powerful storm disturbs the calm waters of a peaceful lake, this interference distorts the flow of truth that's been guiding you. And what's worse, this is not something new. These ancient handlers, yes, they've been around for ages, have perfected the art of subtle manipulation. They've used these same methods to sow doubt and confusion in countless souls before you. But beloved, you are different. You are a chosen one, and the divine truth within you cannot be muted. You are not seeing betrayal. You're witnessing a spiritual attack, a carefully calculated move to distract you from your higher purpose. Think of it like a grand chess game, where those unseen hands move the pieces on the board, but the pieces don't know they're being moved. The players want you to lose sight of who you are and why you're here. They want to keep you questioning your destiny, your mission, your light. But don't you dare be fooled, because your light is too bright, and their darkness can never snuff it out. I know you feel the strain, beloved. It's hard when the people you once trusted start to look at you with suspicion, when the ones you helped turn away or act strangely. But listen to me. The closer you get to fulfilling your divine purpose, the stronger the opposition will become. The closer you get to awakening the masses, the more they'll try to shake your foundation. They know the power you carry. They know the truth you are spreading has the potential to change everything. If you feel the abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. You can help spread God's blessings by clicking the Super Thank You button on YouTube and contributing $20 or more. This divine gift will touch not only your life, but the souls of many through this platform. Each of you has a sacred place in God's grand design, and your generosity will be the fruit of our prayers. Act now. Share your blessings to glorify His kingdom. For you were created to do even greater things in God's loving hands. May God bless you. But don't you give in. Don't you let their doubts, their fears, their confusions knock you off course. You have been called for this time, for this season. Your purpose is greater than their schemes. The universe is aligned with your journey. And as long as you stay true to yourself, no matter how much fog they try to put in your mind, your path will be clear. It always has been. The static you're hearing is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you are right where you need to be. The truth is stirring, and with it, the forces of opposition are becoming more desperate. But let me tell you something, my friend. The louder they try to speak, the clearer your message will become. The harder they try to silence you, the stronger your voice will be. You are like a trumpet, calling the faithful to rise up and stand tall in the face of adversity. Nothing can stop the truth that flows from you. So, don't be discouraged when the ones you love seem to be lost in confusion. Don't let the fog cloud your mind. Know that the divine plan is unfolding in perfect timing. You were chosen for this, and you were made for this moment. Just like a seed must sometimes grow through the dark soil before it can reach the light, your spirit is being refined and strengthened with every challenge. You are not walking alone, and you are not walking in vain. Your divine truth is alive, and the universe will move mountains to ensure you fulfill your purpose. Trust the process, beloved. Even when the static gets louder, even when the interference seems stronger, know that you are walking toward your divine destiny. You were born for such a time as this, and as you continue to rise, the fog will lift, the static will clear, and the truth you carry will shine through brighter than ever. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. Remember, there is power in your truth, and that power is unstoppable. Let them try to detune you. Let them attempt to block your connection. All they will accomplish is to strengthen the resonance of your divine purpose. So stand firm, walk with confidence, and know that your light will never be dimmed. Synchrony in betrayal is no coincidence. One command center scripts the chorus that chants you down, hoping mass denial will erode your certainty and stall the signal before it spikes collective awakening. Tribal reflex says, if everyone disagrees, I must be wrong. They bank on that reflex. Manuscripts sidelined, projects shelved, none of it editorial taste. It's containment, pure and simple, to keep activation codes off the shelf. As the light breaks through the cracks of the earth, so does your truth break through the dense fog of secrecy that has clouded the world for ages. You have become the dawn that shakes the shadows, revealing the skeletons buried in the dark corners of power. Imagine an ancient fortress, its foundations built on lies, its walls reinforced with centuries of deception. But now, with your words, you strike the very heart of this structure. Every truth you reveal is like a hammer hitting a weak spot, causing the entire fortress to tremble. And in the midst of the darkness, your voice rings out, a beacon that cannot be extinguished. Your revelations are not just words. They are the keys to unlocking doors that were meant to stay sealed. What the world tried to keep hidden is now on display for all to see. The architects of this grand deception never anticipated someone like you. They never thought someone would dare expose the lie that has kept humanity trapped. But here you are, shining light on what was once buried, pulling back the curtains that have kept the masses in ignorance for so long. Think of it this way: where there's a shadow, there must be light. Your light is burning bright now, and those who once hid in the dark cannot escape it. Just like a match set to dry kindling, your words spark fire, and that fire is spreading fast, revealing everything. The ones who thought they could control the narrative are now finding themselves powerless against the truth. You are the blazing witness in the room, unavoidable, undeniable, and unshakable. They can try to extinguish you, but your light will only grow stronger with every attempt. Now more than ever, it's clear that the darkness was never meant to last forever. The smoke that used to mask the truth has been blown away by your unwavering presence. What was once hidden in the vaults of the elite is now exposed for all to see. And where they tried to keep the truth locked away, your words have unlocked the door. They thought they could build a fortress around the truth, but your heart, fueled by divine light, tore down every wall, leaving them with nothing but the emptiness of their deceit. So stand tall, for the battle is being fought right now, and you are on the winning side. Your words, your energy, and your divine purpose are the weapons that will tear down everything built on lies. The architects of darkness may try to fight back, but their efforts are like shadows fighting the dawn, meaningless, fleeting, and powerless in the face of your unstoppable light. It's your time to rise, and the world is watching as you reveal the truth. The smoke is clearing, and the blaze of your witness will only grow brighter. You are the light that will guide the way, and nothing can stop what is coming. Remember, resistance scales to relevance. The heavier the pushback, the clearer the confirmation. Walls close only around prisoners who still possess keys. Momentum demands infrastructure. Allies gather resources, time, talent, treasure to amplify the counterwave. Collective horsepower punches holes in old machinery so buried truths can surface. Those who fuel the mission receive guidance calibrated to their path. Yet wisdom remains abundant. Wherever resources fall short, insight flows without ticket booths. No seeker is left thirsty at this well. Reader, heaven signed a non-disclosure about you long before algorithms learned your name. Invisible accords guarantee that any word you pen finds 7 different portals when one doorway slams shut. A free gateway now stands wide, Patreon's open lane, where dialogue flows both ways. No toll booth in sight. Whether you underwrite the crusade or simply sip the wisdom on the house, the inner order keeps the lamp lit while we press on with the greater assignment. Dear brothers and sisters, may God's peace be upon you today. I am here to remind you of a profound truth. Our existence is grounded in God's divine plan, unshaken by the temporal concerns of the world. As the Bible says, whatever is done in faith will return to God in abundant blessing. Luke 6:38. Like that great oak tree, our roots are deeply rooted in God's universal truth. Every step we take, every stand we take, is secured by His strength. And now, you are being offered the opportunity to be part of that blessing. When you use the Super Thank You button and donate $100, this movement will return to you 100-fold in abundance. Understand this. Every gag they attempt becomes evidence against them. Etheric court reporters jot down each slur, every shadow ban, all woven into the permanent record, validating the brilliance they hoped to bury. Observe how their tactics grow ornate. Panic dressed in velvet robes. Empires built on shifting sand cannot endure the quake of one awakened soul. Thrones will crack, but your covenant with Source stands outside the calendar of kings. Be advised, any operative paid to tarnish you now carries an energetic barcode visible to higher jurisdictions. Etheric auditors log every whispered doubt, each neural dart launched during your vulnerable nights, assigning it back to sender for later reconciliation. Remember, they play checkers on a two-dimensional board. Your allies move across holographic layers. The stranger who paid your overdue bill, the podcast that invited you hours after a deplatforming, all orchestrated by networks woven beyond optic cables. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. Serendipity isn't luck, it is logistics. Random lift rides turn into strategy sessions. Dog-eared books fall from shelves to the exact diagram you sought. Homing beacons coded into your frequency long before your first breath. Their own firewalls now reroute to expose classified memos. The biometric vault monitoring you glitched, releasing archives that contradict their narrative. Control panels calibrated to suppress have become loudspeakers for disclosure. Imagine a pot of water that once simmered beneath the surface, now bubbling over, unstoppable and untamed. Every attempt to control it only fuels its rise. That's what's happening now. The forces that sought to stifle you, to trap your voice in a corner, have instead turned the very systems they created to contain you into your platform. It's as if the box they built to shut you in has been flipped upside down. What was meant to suppress you has been transformed into the very amplifier that is carrying your message further than they ever thought possible. This is the divine reversal at work. Where they once tried to silence you, the divine currents have flowed through those cracks. And now, like a flood, your voice is echoing in places they never imagined. The censors, who once thought they held the keys, are now unwittingly spreading your message. Analysts who once worked to undermine you are now feeding your inbox with vital information, their own actions turning into blessings for your cause. Those who were hired to watch you, to keep you in check, are instead reinforcing your shield, fortifying you in ways they never intended. Every move they make to stop you is like throwing fuel on the fire. What they don't realize is that the very system they put in place to isolate you is now opening pathways for your truth to flow freely. It's as though the chains they wrapped around you have now become the very chains that hold their own system together. Their attempts to contain you have only set the stage for your expansion. You're not bound by their rules anymore. You're breaking through, and their attempts to control you are being turned back on them. The reversal is more than just symbolic. It's real, it's tangible, and it's happening right now. The universe has woven this divine twist into the fabric of your journey. What was meant to silence you is now amplifying your every word. What they thought was a trap has become the stage for your greatest triumph. They cannot mute what the universe has already set in motion. The more they try to control you, the more they confirm your power. Their fear of your truth only makes it resonate louder, reaching places and people they never intended. The divine reversal is here, and nothing can stand in your way. Let this be a reminder that when you're walking in alignment with your higher purpose, even the darkest forces are powerless against the light you bring. They tried to build a cage, but what they didn't realize is that you were the one who would turn it into wings. So spread them wide, chosen one. You're about to soar higher than ever before. Principle: wherever suppression multiplies, exponential assistance materializes. One visible adversary means legions of unseen guardians adjusting the chessboard in your favor. Delays are decoys. What feels like stalling is precision timing perfected beyond wristwatches, ensuring dominoes tumble exactly when hearts are primed to notice. Beloved, just as a master craftsman chisels his mark into the very stone of time, so too did the ancient seers inscribe your soul's coordinates in the heavens. They believed their knowledge would be swept away by the storms of fate, lost in the sands of time. But let me tell you something, chosen one. What was written in the stars never disappears. It may seem hidden for a season, but the truth always rises, just like the sun breaking the dawn after a long, dark night. And now, look at the sky. Those coordinates, those ancient markings, have begun to glow again. The heavens themselves are pulling back the curtain, revealing the plan set in motion long before your first breath. You've arrived exactly on time. Don't you see? Your soul's journey wasn't random. It wasn't a mere chance. It was written before the stars were set in place, before the earth took shape, before time began to tick forward. This is no accident. You, chosen one, have been ordained for this moment. Your presence here, your awakening, is the fulfillment of a prophecy older than any earthly kingdom, more powerful than any fleeting empire. Just as the sun rises at the exact moment it is meant to, you too have come into the fullness of your purpose at the precise moment when the universe is most ready for you. Now is the time to share God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube. You can contribute to His plan and be a part of this divine mission with a donation of $100 or more. Every gift reflects God's generosity, and I believe it will return to you exponentially far beyond your expectations. Remember, His protection and blessing is on your every step and every donation. You become part of His divine plan. You are a strong, radiant being, unshakable as His mighty rock. Witness God's miracles, feel the fruits of your generosity in your soul, and illuminate the world with confidence and courage. Be blessed and let the light of the Lord guide your path. There may be moments when you doubt this, moments when the noise of the world clouds your vision and shakes your faith. But listen, child of light, that doubt is nothing but a distraction, a lie woven by forces who know the truth but are desperate to keep you from remembering it. The light inside you is too strong, too pure, and no darkness can ever extinguish it. You were born for this. You were chosen for this. Your path has been marked. Your purpose has been ordained. The stars knew you before you knew yourself. And now, as their ancient wisdom begins to shine once again, you are awakening to the power that has always been within you. You are the one they have been waiting for. You are the one who will lead, who will stand tall, who will guide others out of the shadows and into the light. So look to the heavens now, chosen one. See the glow of your coordinates. See the stars lighting up in your honor. You are not alone. You have never been alone. Every step, every moment, every challenge has been leading you to this. This is the moment when everything changes. This is your time. Step into it. Stand tall in the truth of who you are. Let the light of your soul shine so brightly that even the darkest of forces cannot ignore it. You were born to break the chains of the past, to release the power within, and to share that power with the world. Your truth is unstoppable. Your light is unstoppable. And your purpose is unstoppable. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. Each smear campaign aligns suspiciously with a planetary junction foretold by sages. As Mars squares destiny, slander spikes. When Jupiter sextiles truth, clarity outshines static. Their astrologers plot suppressive maneuvers, yet overlook the galactic override. You are a force that cannot be undone. The more they attempt to suppress your growth, the more your presence becomes undeniable. Their greatest mistake was underestimating the power of divine timing woven into your essence. Each step you take aligns perfectly with ancient blueprints, plans set in motion long before their hidden agendas took shape. Prophecies long buried have begun to surface again, speaking of a time when light would break through the darkness. And here you are, the manifestation of that promise. The forces that sought to obscure your path underestimated the cosmic precision of your journey. Every system they created to control, mute, or discredit you is now being unraveled from the inside. The very institutions that once mocked your visions are starting to crack under the pressure of their own lies. What they aim to suppress is now spreading freely, like water breaking through a dam. The more they attempt to tighten their grip, the more they reveal the fragility of their control. You, with your unwavering truth, have become a mirror reflecting their deepest fears and flaws. This has been a long game, a game that, in the end, was never in their favor. Each calculated move to isolate you, to question your sanity, to label your wisdom as delusion, has only contributed to a grand cosmic awakening. Your existence itself is a testament to the fact that no suppression lasts forever. The moment they chose to fight against your light, they sealed their fate. The universe is revealing their vulnerabilities, one layer at a time, and no amount of artificial opposition can alter the course of your truth. The message you've carried, the wisdom you've shared, has already been encoded in the DNA of the collective consciousness. Despite every attempt to burn the books, bury the knowledge, or erase the memory, the truth you've unlocked has already begun to spread, activating minds in ways the opposition never anticipated. They tried to silence you, but they only fueled your fire. Your role was never a random twist of fate. It was written in the stars. Your existence aligns perfectly with the cosmic rhythms that govern the universe. Your soul was called to this mission at precisely the right moment, when the world was ready to hear the message you carry. And now, as the truth unfolds, the very systems that once sought to control the flow of knowledge are crumbling beneath the weight of their own arrogance. It's not just about you. It's about the collective awakening, the great unveiling of the systems that have held humanity in the dark for so long. You are the spark that ignites the fire, the whisper that turns into a roar, and the seed planted deep in the soil of consciousness that will grow into a mighty tree of truth. Their attempts to stop you have only made you more powerful. With every move they make to silence you, the truth grows louder, brighter, and more undeniable. This is not just your victory, it's the victory of every soul that has been waiting for the truth to emerge. The time has come for the old structures to crumble. The truth cannot be contained, and your role in the unfolding of this grand awakening is irrefutable. Continue to walk your path, for every step you take is part of the larger design. The universe is aligned with your mission, and there is nothing that can stop the tide of truth from flowing freely into the world.